Hey y'all, it's Lacey, the Catholic Icing Lady here, and today I'm going to show you how to draw the heart of the 7 Sorrows of Mary. Now the 7 Sorrows of Mary are 7 really sad things that happened to Mary that we can read about in the Bible. Usually these things are represented in art with 7 swords piercing the heart of Mary. So we're going to start with the swords. If you have trouble drawing the swords without being able to see the heart first, then I would suggest for you to just lightly draw a heart on your paper with a pencil first and then start the swords with your marker. So as you can see here, I've got the sword, but just the edge of it because it's going in, and then I'm adding the handle here with some little gripper lines on the handle, and that's the middle of the sword, but the blade is missing because it's sticking in the heart. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw my second sword. So if we're thinking about where we're going to fit all of these, there are 7. So obviously that's not an even number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 swords going down the right side of her heart here, and then I'm going to do 3 on the left side. So the first sorrow of Mary is the prophecy of Simon. So that's when Mary was taking Jesus to be presented in the temple, and Simon prophesied that she would have her heart pierced with a sword. The second sorrow of Mary is the flight to Egypt. So that's after baby Jesus was born, and the angel appeared to Joseph in a dream and warned them that they needed to run away to Egypt so that King Herod couldn't hurt baby Jesus. The third sorrow is when Jesus got lost for 3 days in Jerusalem, and then his parents found him in the temple. The fourth sorrow of Mary is when she meets Jesus on his way to Calvary. So that's when she saw him carrying his cross and met him along his path. The fifth sorrow of Mary is the crucifixion and the death of Jesus. So that's when Mary saw Jesus die on the cross. The sixth sorrow of Mary is when the body of Jesus was being taken down from the cross. And the seventh sorrow of Mary was the actual burial of Jesus in the tomb. So because these 7 very sad things happened to Mary, we represent each one of them individually with its own sword, piercing her Immaculate Heart. So now that we have the 7 swords drawn, I'm going to put in my heart. Now, if you already drew your heart first with a very light pencil line, then now you just trace the parts of it that you need to with your marker, but going behind the swords because they're going in front of the heart. So that line just lines up and goes all the way around, but behind all the swords. There, and then you can just erase all the pencil lines that you didn't need. So now we're going to go ahead and put like little slits that the sword, so that actually looks like the sword's going into the heart. So I'm kind of making these 3-dimensional sort of shapes going around the bottom of each sword. Now from some of these slits, I'm just going to add a little shape like a teardrop shape, and that's just little drops of blood. And I'm just going to add them to some around the swords. So now, because it's Mary's Immaculate Heart, we're going to add some flames to the top. And I'm going to add a curly flame to this one just for some extra fun, and a little side flame. And then some little teardrop shapes inside of the flame. Just like that. The Immaculate Heart also has roses around it. So I'm going to add roses by just making a circle shape and then like a curly snail shell shape inside. Just a very simple rose, like you're looking straight down on the rose and it's all curled up. So I went all the way across, and now I'm going to add a few more smaller roses in to fill in some of my gaps. There we go. Okay, so that's the whole outline. Now I'm going to let you guys watch me color this in fast motion. As always, you can pause this video at the end if you want to try to match my colors. So I'm putting some darker pink on the edge there for some shading, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the roses. I'm making the handles of my swords golden and some yellow flames at the top. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me today for this how to draw. I hope you guys are enjoying the Friday how to draws. Be sure to come back each Friday because I post a brand new video with a new Catholic how to draw. And I'm just really excited to see you guys work. I love when you send it in to me. And God bless. Thanks for watching and have a great day.